My friend, pause for a moment. Feel the weight you're carrying, the bills stacking up, the dreams that seem just out of reach. The quiet moments when you've poured your heart out to God, wondering if He's listening. What's your name? Where are you right now? Are you sitting in a dimly lit room, heart heavy with worry? Or maybe you're driving down a lonely road, searching for a spark of hope. I'm Denzel Washington, and I'm here to tell you this is no accident. God Himself has brought you to this moment, this message, because something monumental is stirring in your life. You're standing on the edge of a breakthrough that'll redefine everything who you are, what you believe, where you're headed. But hear me now, God's not just whispering, He's shouting, take action. Don't wait another second. Psalm chapter 37, verse 4 proclaims, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." This isn't just a feel-good moment, it's a divine appointment, a sacred call to step into the life God's crafted for you. Life's thrown you curveballs, doubt, fear, setbacks, but God's saying you're stronger than that. You're chosen for this. Let's dive into this holy instruction, because the Creator is telling you, don't delay, do it now. You've been through the fire, haven't you? Maybe it's a job that's draining your soul, a relationship that's left you questioning your worth, or a dream you've buried because it felt too big. But God sees you. He knows every tear, every sleepless night, every prayer you've whispered in the dark. He's led you here because you're on the brink of something extraordinary, a breakthrough that'll shift your life from struggle to triumph, from lack to abundance, from doubt to unshakable faith. This message isn't just words. It's a divine directive, a roadmap to the destiny God's written for you. He's calling you to rise up, to trust Him, to take that one critical step that'll unlock everything you've been praying for. What's holding you back? Is it fear? Uncertainty? The voice that says you're not enough? Let me tell you, God's voice is louder, and He's saying you are enough. You're mine, and I've got plans for you bigger than you can imagine. So let's get real. Let's walk this path together and claim what God's already set aside for you. The divine command to act. This isn't just a message, my friend, it's a holy command straight from the throne of God. You're reading this because the Creator of the universe has handpicked you for something extraordinary. What's your story? What's brought you to this moment? You're standing on the edge of a breakthrough that'll shake the foundations of your life. But there's one urgent step you must take to bring it to life. God's voice is ringing clear. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't let another day slip by. The desires burning deep in your soul, the ones you've prayed for in the quiet of the night, the ones you've almost given up on, they're not just dreams, they're promises God's ready to fulfill. But you've got to move now. This isn't about tweaking your mindset or making a New Year's resolution. It's about stepping into a divine transformation that demands your full obedience. God's calling you to act, to put this into motion. And when you do, the floodgates of His blessings will burst open, pouring out abundance, peace, and purpose like you've never known. Think about it. How many times have you felt stuck, like you're running in place? Maybe you've been praying for a financial miracle, a healed relationship, or a sense of purpose that's been eluding you. God's saying, I've heard you and I'm ready to move, but you've got to meet me halfway. This is your moment to say yes to His call, to trust that He's already paved the way. Everything you've been praying for, dreaming of, hoping for, it's not out of reach anymore. It's right there waiting for you to claim it. But it all hinges on this one critical step. You can't afford to sit on the sidelines wondering if this is for you. It is for you. God's not playing games, He's commanding you to step up. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 6 urges, "Seek the Lord while He may be found, call on Him while He is near." What's stopping you right now? Fear? Doubt? The lies you believed about yourself. Let them go and let God's truth take over. Your breakthrough's waiting, and the time to act is now. Before we go deeper, let's make this real. Pause for a second and do three things. Hit that like button to send this message out. Subscribe to help us reach 70,000 souls who need this word. and drop the number 77 in the comments. That number's not random, it's a spiritual signal, amplifying the energy of this divine call. If you're ready to change everything, to step into the destiny God's designed for you, you've got to move now. Hesitate and you might miss this moment, but follow this sacred guidance and your life will never be the same. Let's dive in, because God's waiting for you to answer his call. Your sacred moment. Right now, God's speaking directly to you. Yes, you. What's your name? What's weighing on your heart today? This isn't a casual suggestion or a polite request. It's a divine command from the King of Kings. You've been chosen for greatness, handpicked by God for a purpose that's bigger than you can imagine. There's no coincidence here. Every step of your journey, every trial, every victory has led you to this very moment. Your breakthrough is so close you can feel it, but it's going to take your faith and your obedience to bring it to life. God's telling you, take this step tonight. Don't wait another day. He's not asking for your permission. He's commanding your participation. This is your time to embrace the miracle that's been waiting for you, to let your faith and action unlock financial abundance, spiritual growth, and a transformation that'll redefine who you are. I've been where you are, standing at a crossroads, wondering if I had what it takes. There were days when the weight of the world felt too heavy, when I questioned if my dreams were too big. But God showed up just like he's showing up for you now. He's saying, I've got you. Trust me. This sacred moment is your invitation to lean into his plan, to step into the divine flow he's prepared just for you. Don't let another second slip away. Act now and watch your breakthrough unfold. It's not just about money or success. It's about becoming the person God created you to be. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 confirms, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." What's God calling you to do right now? Step into this moment with courage and let his power flow through you. The key to your destiny. This moment is your divine turning point, my friend. The breakthrough you've been praying for is so close you can almost touch it, but there's one final step to unlock it. This isn't just another task on your to-do list. It's the key to everything you've ever dreamed of: peace, prosperity, purpose. It's time to let go of fear, hesitation, and every doubt that's been holding you back. The moment to act is now. You've walked a long road of faith, through trials, through tears, through moments you thought you wouldn't survive. But you did, and God's ready to reward you for it. This step isn't just an action. It's a bold declaration of a trust in his divine plan, a statement that you believe in his promises. It's a move that aligns your soul with the universe's rhythm, amplifying your prayers and bringing your desires into reality. Have you ever felt like you're not worthy of the blessings you're asking for? I have. But let me tell you something. God's saying, yes, you are worthy. I made you for this. Embrace this step with the confidence that your faith has prepared you for this exact moment. This isn't just about achieving goals. It's about transformation, about stepping into a life where abundance, peace, and love flow freely. You're not meant to struggle forever. God's got a plan for you to thrive. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 states, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." What's holding you back from this step? Is it the voice of doubt? The fear of failure? Let it go and let God's truth lead you. Your destiny's on the other side. Take this step and watch him open doors you never imagined. A deep inner shift. This transformation isn't just about what's happening around you. It's a deep, seismic shift in your soul. Every challenge you've faced, every tear you've shed, every moment you thought you couldn't go on, it's all been shaping you for this. Where are you right now? What's stirring in your heart? This isn't just about financial breakthroughs or career wins. It's about a spiritual awakening that'll change how you see yourself in the world. As you follow God's command, you're not just opening doors to wealth, you're stepping into a deeper connection with him. Your heart, mind, and spirit will align in ways you've never experienced, and you'll feel his presence guiding you like a beacon through the storm. I remember times in my life when I felt lost, when the path ahead seemed dark. But God's light broke through, showing me that every struggle was preparation for something greater. Transformation isn't always easy, it can feel scary, uncertain, like stepping into the unknown. But trust me, it's worth it. You were born for greatness, and God's divine flow is already moving in your favor. All you need to do is step into it. Let go of the anxiety, the what-ifs, and embrace who you're becoming. John chapter 16, verse 33 affirms, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." This is your moment to rise and let God's healing power restore you, to let His love fill every crack in your soul. Step into this transformation and watch blessings pour into every corner of your life. The sacred act of writing. What you're about to do isn't just a ritual, it's a sacred act that can change everything. Writing your intentions and desires is like planting seeds in God's fertile ground, aligning your heart with His divine will. It's a spiritual contract, binding your soul to His promises of abundance, love, and peace. This act amplifies your energy, connecting you to the Creator Himself, opening the floodgates of blessings that have been waiting for you. It might seem simple, just a pen, a piece of paper, but it's powerful beyond measure. God uses these moments of devotion to show you your destinies within reach, but you've got to show up. He's walking with you, guiding you across this bridge from desire to reality. Take a clean sheet of paper, and as you write your name, know it's not just a name, it's your divine identity, the calling God's placed on your life. I think about your journey, the battles you fought, the faith that's carried you through the darkest nights. Every word you write is charged with your trust in Him, a testament to your belief that He's listening. Romans chapter 10, verse 17 declares, "Faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ." What's your story with God? What victories has He brought you through? Pour your heart onto that paper, write your intentions boldly. Your financial dreams, your spiritual hunger, every weight on your soul. This isn't a wish list. It's your sacred prayer to God. Your words have power, my friend. You're setting the divine law of attraction in motion, pulling blessings toward you like a magnet. Every letter, every sentence carries the energy of your faith, your belief that God's leading you to the life you were born for. Write with unshakable faith, knowing your intentions are already blooming in miraculous ways. This act of writing isn't just about putting thoughts on paper, it's about co-creating with God. You're telling Him, "I believe in your promises. I trust your plan. I've sat down with a pen in hand, pouring out my dreams, my fears, my hopes, God's presence right there with me." It's like He's saying, "Keep going, I'm listening." When you write, you're not just dreaming, you're declaring. You're saying, "God, I'm ready for what you have for me." This is your moment to be bold, to let your heart speak, to let your faith shine. What do you want God to do in your life? Write it down and watch Him move in ways that'll leave you in awe. Overcoming trials for abundance. Your journey with God hasn't been a walk in the park, has it? You faced struggles, moments when giving up felt easier than pushing forward. Maybe it was a job loss that shook your confidence, a betrayal that broke your heart, or a dream you buried because it seemed too far away. But through it all, you held on. Your faith kept you standing even when the ground felt shaky. Now it's time to claim financial abundance. God doesn't want you scraping by, barely making ends meet. He wants you thriving, prospering, living in the fullness of His blessings. Financial freedom isn't a pipe dream, it's within your reach, but it takes faith, trust, and action. Grab that paper and write down your financial goals. Pray for God's guidance to shatter every barrier, debt, fear, lack that's held you back. These blessings aren't just for you, they're for you to be a blessing to others, to spread love, to be God's hands and feet in this world. I've seen God turn my own struggles into stories of triumph, providing in ways I never expected. He sees your struggles, knows your needs, and He's ready to pour out His provision. Speak your desires aloud, believe He hears you, and watch doors you never imagined swing wide open. Malachi chapter 3 verse 10 confirms, "Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it." What's your biggest financial dream? Claim it now and let God show you His faithfulness. Think about what abundance means to you. It's not just money in the bank, it's freedom to live without fear, to give generously, to walk in joy. God's intention isn't for you to hoard wealth. It's for you to use it for good, to lift up those around you, to shine His light through your life. When I was coming up, there were times I didn't know how I'd make it through. But every time God provided, not just for me, but so I could help others. That's His plan for you too. Write down your desires, not just for yourself, but for the impact you'll make. Who will you bless with your abundance? How will you show God's love? Trust Him and watch Him multiply your faith into miracles. A spiritual awakening. Your spiritual breakthrough is just as crucial as any material gain. Your connection with God is the foundation of everything: your peace, your purpose, your strength. What's your heart crying out for? A deeper walk with Him? A faith that stands firm in any storm? Write down your desire for a closer relationship with God, for growth that transforms your soul. This is your sacred moment to thank Him for every blessing you've already received, from the breath in your lungs to the victories He's brought you through. God's power knows no limits. Time, space, circumstances can't stop Him. Your breakthrough is waiting, and by pouring out your spiritual desires, you're inviting Him to reshape your soul, to lift you to new heights of peace and awareness. I've had moments where I felt God's presence so strongly it brought me to my knees. Those times of prayer, of surrender, changed me. They reminded me that God's not just out there, He's right here in every moment, guiding us. Your spiritual awakening will give you clarity, direction, aligning you with your divine purpose. Trust that He hears every prayer, working in ways you can't yet see, preparing you for a season of growth and divine alignment. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 9 states, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him." What's God stirring in your spirit? Let Him fill you with His peace, His love, His purpose. This awakening isn't just about feeling good, it's about becoming unshakable. It's about knowing deep in your bones that God's got you, no matter what comes. When you write your spiritual desires, you're not just asking for a closer walk, you're declaring your trust in His infinite power. You're saying, "God, I'm ready to go deeper." This is your moment to let go of distractions, to focus on the One who created you. What do you want your relationship with God to look like? Write it, pray it, live it, and watch Him transform you from the inside out. The power of your words. Writing your desires isn't just scribbling thoughts, it's unlocking God's power in your life. Your desires are your prayers, your bold requests to the universe, your declaration that you trust His provision. Every word you write carries weight, a spark of faith that ignites His promises. You're co-creating with God, bringing your dreams into reality. Don't hold back, write boldly, knowing He's listening. Whether it's financial freedom, better health, or deeper relationships, God wants you to live abundantly in every way. Your written desires are your faith in action, your belief that your blessings are already on their way. I've seen the power of putting my dreams on paper. It's like telling God, "I'm serious about this." It's not just about what you want, it's about believing He can and will provide. Your words are a bridge between your heart and His will, a way to make the intangible real. Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20 declares, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." What's the biggest thing you're asking God for? Write it with confidence, knowing He's ready to exceed your expectations. This is your moment to dream big, to trust boldly, to let your faith shine. Your words aren't just ink on paper, they're a conversation with God. They're your way of saying, "I believe in your promises." When you write, you're not just listing wants, you're aligning your heart with His plan. You're opening the door for His power to flow through you. What's in your heart right now? What's the dream you've been afraid to speak? Put it on paper and watch God take it from a whisper to a reality. This is your time to declare, to believe, to trust that He's already moving on your behalf. The sacred power of salt. Salt ain't just something you sprinkle on your food. It's a holy symbol of purity, a sacred tool in God's hands. Across cultures, salt stands for preservation, sanctification, the very essence of life. When you mix your desires with salt water, you're forging a bond with the divine, a connection that amplifies your prayers and clears out anything blocking your blessings. Salt's the embodiment of God's purity, His power working through you to make your dreams real. This simple act, mixing your written desires with salt, connects you to Him in a way that's tangible, real, powerful. It's inviting His blessings into every corner of your life, from your finances to your spirit. Don't underestimate salt's power. It's not just a physical thing, it's a spiritual weapon, cleansing negativity, opening the flow of divine energy. I've seen how small acts of faith like this one can shift everything. It's like God saying, I see your heart and I'm working. Use salt with intention, with faith, and watch Him move in your life. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 proclaims, you are the salt of the earth. You are called to be a purifier, a light, a vessel of His power. How will you use this sacred tool to align with His will? That salt you mix with your desires. It's a divine amplifier, preserving your dreams like it preserves food, keeping them safe from doubt, fear, or negativity. It clears blockages, ensuring your blessings flow freely. You're not just asking for a breakthrough, you're partnering with God, aligning your desires with His grace. Trust that salt's purifying your prayers, turning them into a force that moves mountains. Negative energy, doubts, fears, they're washed away, leaving only the pure energy of your faith. When you use salt, you're saying, God, I'm ready for your abundance. Leviticus chapter 2, verse 13 states, season all your grain offerings with salt. Do not leave the salt of the covenant of your God out of your offering. What's blocking your blessings? Let salt clear the way and watch God's power flow. Salt's a sacred element, revered for centuries as a purifier, a preservative, a connector to the divine. Mixing it with your desires is like plugging into God's energy, amplifying your intentions, aligning your heart with His purpose. This isn't just symbolic, it's a spiritual act, inviting His power to cleanse your prayers. Salt's a conduit, carrying your desires to God, purified and ready to manifest. You're stepping into a realm where your dreams face no obstacles. Trust in salt's power and know your prayers are heard. Numbers chapter 18 verse 19 confirms, whatever is set aside from the holy offerings the Israelites present to the Lord, I give to you and your sons and daughters as your perpetual share. It is an everlasting covenant of salt before the Lord. How will you let salt amplify your faith and bring your dreams to life? Trusting the divine process. Patience is your strength in this process, my friend. As that salt absorbs your desires, trust that God's working even when you can't see it. It's silently amplifying your prayers, clearing blockages, aligning your dreams with His plan. This waiting isn't passive, it's a sacred pause where your faith shines brightest. Doubt might try to creep in, whispering that it's taking too long. But every step you've taken has led to this divine moment. God's moving behind the scenes, orchestrating miracles in ways you can't yet see. Your trust will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. That salt soaking up not just your words, but the heart behind them, every prayer, every hope, every tear. Trust this process. Your blessings are coming. Psalm chapter 27 verse 14 urges, wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. What's God preparing for you? Hold fast and let your faith lead. This waiting period is where your faith is tested and strengthened. It's easy to want instant results, but God's timing is perfect. I've had moments where I wanted to rush ahead to force things to happen. But God taught me that His delays are not denials. They're preparation. Every moment you wait, you're building trust, showing God you believe in His promises. What's the hardest thing you're waiting for right now? Financial relief? Healing? A restored relationship? Trust that God's working, even in the silence. Let that salt do its work, purifying your intentions, aligning them with His will. Your breakthrough's coming, and it'll be bigger than you ever imagined. Do this at 3 a.m. when the veil between this world and the spiritual realm is at its thinnest. This is a sacred hour, a time when miracles are born. Praying then aligns you with God's power, opening your heart to His presence. This isn't just a routine, it's a holy act of faith. A moment when you're speaking directly to the Creator. In the stillness, when the world's quiet, you're inviting God into your soul in a profound way. Your prayers at 3 a.m. are powerful, heard by the one who never sleeps. This is your moment of connection where your faith shines like a beacon. God's waiting for your prayer, ready to pour out miracles, breakthroughs, divine intervention. Trust this sacred time, it's your key to transformation. Luke chapter 6 verse 12 states, "One of those days Jesus went out to a mountainside to pray and spent the night praying to God." When will you meet God in this holy hour? What will you lay at His feet? Your transformation awaits. After this ritual, my friend, you'll never be the same. You'll feel God's presence wrapping around you like a warm embrace, His love filling every corner of your heart. This act of faith, trust, and connection will open doors to transformation, financial abundance flowing like a river, spiritual breakthroughs lifting you to the heights, personal growth reshaping who you are. Your journey today is a turning point, a moment where everything shifts. You'll see the fruit of your faithfulness, the evidence of God's promises coming to life. Trust the process, your blessings are already on their way. You're stepping into a new season, one of abundance, love, and divine alignment. Never forget this moment you took a leap of faith, and God's answered. From now on, you'll see the world through His eyes, your life reflecting the miracles you've claimed. This is just the beginning of your transformation. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17 proclaims, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, a new creation has come. The old is gone, the new is here." What new thing is God doing in you? Embrace it and let His glory shine. This transformation is more than external. It's a rebirth of your spirit. You're becoming someone new, someone who walks in confidence, who trusts God's plan even when the road's unclear. I've seen God reshape my own life, taking broken pieces and turning them into something beautiful. That's what He's doing for you now. Every step you take in this ritual is a step toward the person you were created to be. What's the vision God's given you? Hold it tight and let Him bring it to life. This is your moment to rise, to heal, to become whole in His love. God's blueprint for your life. Manifestation isn't wishful thinking, it's God's divine blueprint for your life. Every step in this sacred process draws you closer to the life you were born to live, a life of purpose, abundance, and joy. It starts with aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with His will. God's written your story, but you've got to walk the path He's laid out. By embracing His plan, your intentions carry unstoppable power. You're not alone in this. God's the Creator, involved in every detail of your life, from the smallest moments to the biggest dreams. Trusting Him unlocks your potential, setting you free to become who you were meant to be. Write your desires, make them real, tangible. This act isn't just writing, it's your dreams taking shape, your faith becoming visible. Faith alone isn't enough, you've got to act step by step, showing God you're serious. He's waiting for your faith to move, and He'll meet you with miracles. Your belief paired with action drives your dreams into reality. As you follow His blueprint, the path clears, doors open, opportunities arise, and what seemed impossible becomes possible. This is a partnership with God and His plans already in motion. Align with it and watch blessings flow like a mighty river. James chapter 2 verse 17 declares, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." What step will you take today to walk in God's plan? God's power is limitless, but your faith and action unlock it in your life. Faith without action is like a seed without soil, it won't grow. To see miracles, you've got to act on the path He's set. Your faith's the spark. Your action's the fuel. Every step, no matter how small, opens the door to divine intervention. Writing your desires, praying at 3 these acts invite God's miracles. Each one says, God, I trust you with my dreams. That faith sparks breakthroughs, turning dreams into reality. God's power is always there, but it needs your cooperation. Act, and you create space for miracles. This is when the impossible becomes possible, and you see his hand at work. Your faith in action tells the universe you're ready. The miracles you seek are close. God's watching, waiting for your move. Trust him, and he'll leave you in awe. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13 confirms, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. What action will you take to meet God's power? This partnership with God is a sacred dance. You follow, and together you create something beautiful. I've learned that every time I've stepped out in faith, whether it was taking a role I wasn't sure about or trusting God in a dark season, he's shown up bigger than I could have imagined. That's what he's doing for you now. Your actions, no matter how small, are a declaration of trust. They're saying, God, I'm ready for what you have next. What's the next step he's calling you to? Take it and watch him turn your faith into miracles. The cleansing power of salt. Salt's more than a mineral. It's a sacred symbol of purification, a tool God's given us to prepare for his blessings. In this process, it cleanses your mind, body, and spirit, making you ready for the breakthrough he's promised. Mixing your desires with salt water invites purity into your life, washing away negativity, clearing blockages that stand in the way of your blessings. It's an ancient tool used across cultures to ward off evil, to cleanse doubt, fear, and uncertainty. This isn't just symbolic, it's a holy ritual, a cleansing that opens the path for God's intervention. By purifying your spirit, you make room for his blessings to flow freely. Salt preserves your dreams, keeping them safe from negative energy, ensuring they stay potent and aligned with God's will. You're not just asking for a breakthrough, you're guarding your desires, protecting them from anything that might try to steal them. This act of faith says you're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you, opening your heart to God's love and grace. Salt purifies your intentions, aligning them with his plan, letting blessings pour in like a flood. Colossians chapter 4, verse 6 states, let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt. How will salt cleanse your path? What negativity will you let it wash away? This cleansing isn't just about your desires, it's about you. Salt's a reminder that God's purifying you, making you whole, preparing you for the life he's designed. I've seen how God uses simple things like salt, like faith, to do extraordinary work. When you use salt in this ritual, you're saying, God, I'm ready to be clean, to be free, to be yours. It's a declaration of trust, a commitment to his plan. What's the one thing you need to let go of to receive his blessings? Let salt wash it away and step into the freedom he's offering. The final step to transformation. This final step is the key to your transformation, my friend. It's the moment when all your faith, all your work, all your prayers come to life. This isn't just a ceremony, it's the turning point where your breakthrough becomes inevitable. Faith in this step means trusting that what you've done is enough, that God will honor your efforts. This ritual is about surrendering to his will, believing he's working behind the scenes, orchestrating miracles you can't yet see. By taking this step, you're saying you're ready for the next chapter, trusting God's plan exceeds your wildest dreams. Trust is the key. Without it, this is just a gesture. But with faith, you unlock God's power to transform you. Let go of doubt, make room for miracles. This surrender lets God work in ways you never imagined. After this, nothing's the same. Your heart, your spirit, your life will reflect his glory. This is your moment to step into the life he's prepared. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7 proclaims, cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. What will you surrender to God today? What will you trust him to transform? This final step is your declaration that you're ready. It's you saying, God, I'm all in. I've had moments where I had to let go, to trust God when everything in me wanted to hold on to control. And every time he's shown up, turning my surrender into something beautiful. That's what he's doing for you now. This ritual is your chance to let go of fear, to embrace his plan, to step into the life you were created for. What's the one thing you need to release to God? Do it and watch him make all things new, embracing your abundance. God's command is clear as day. Embrace the abundance He's prepared for you. This isn't a gentle nudge, it's a divine order from the Creator Himself. Your blessings are ready, waiting for you to claim them with faith and gratitude. You weren't made for lack or struggle. God's destined you for prosperity, for a life overflowing with His goodness. This moment's your invitation to step into it, to say yes to His promises. This command isn't just about money, it's about love, health, peace, fulfillment in every area of your life. God wants to bless you beyond measure, but you've got to accept it, to embrace the abundance that's already yours. Trusting God means believing He's already provided, that you're worthy of His blessings. I've had to learn this the hard way. There were times I doubted, times I felt unworthy. But God kept showing me, Denzel, I made you for this. He's saying the same to you. When you claim abundance as your birthright, miracles unfold. Stop doubting, start living in His provision. He's paved the way for your success. Align with His plan and watch miracles happen. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 2 confirms, all these blessings will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. What abundance will you claim today? What's God calling you to embrace? This abundance isn't just for you, it's for the world around you. God blesses you so you can be a blessing, so you can lift others up, show His love in tangible ways. When you embrace His abundance, you're saying, I'm ready to live fully, to give fully, to love fully. What's the one area of your life where you need to trust God's provision? Step into it and watch Him multiply your faith into miracles that ripple out to others, turning dreams into reality. Manifestation's about turning your dreams into tangible realities. What once felt impossible is now within your grasp, but it takes focus, faith, and action. God's given you the power to bring your desires to life, but you've got to step up to do the work. Aligning with His will opens doors to limitless possibilities. Clarity's the start. Know what you want. Trust God to provide. Your thoughts, words, actions must line up with your dreams to make them real. This alignment turns the invisible into reality, the intangible into something you can touch. This is a partnership with God. He's given you everything you need to succeed. Your faith's the catalyst, letting His blessings flow. Manifestation's not just about the how, it's about trusting He's working behind the scenes. When you manifest, you're stepping into your purpose, walking boldly toward your goals. Dreams you thought were out of reach, they're yours now. With every step, they're closer. Joshua chapter 1 verse 9 proclaims, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. What dream will you bring to life? What step will you take to make it real? I've seen God take dreams I thought were impossible and make them real roles I never thought I'd play, opportunities I didn't see coming. That's what He's doing for you. Every step you take in faith is a step toward your destiny. What's the dream you've been holding back? Let it out, let it breathe, let God make it real. This is your moment to act, to trust, to watch Him turn your vision into reality. Writing your desires isn't just noting thoughts, it's a holy practice, aligning your heart with God's will. It's faith in action, turning your prayers into something tangible. Your words become prayers, your intentions clear, moving from your mind to the physical world. This simple act's a powerful tool, connecting you deeper with God. You're co-creating with Him, expressing dreams while leaving room for His guidance. As you write, your heart opens to His plan. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 states, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. What's in your heart? Write it, pray it, live it, and let God guide you your destiny. A call to action. My friend, this is your moment. You've heard God's call, felt His presence, taken the steps to claim your breakthrough. Now carry this fire forward. Your transformation's begun, financial freedom, spiritual awakening, a life overflowing with God's love and purpose. What's your name? What's God stirring in your heart right now? Drop Amen. In the comments, declare His truth over your life. Claim His victory, your journey. Share this message with someone who needs it, someone God's calling to rise up. Subscribe, hit that like button. Let's build a community of faith, lifting each other toward His promises. If this touched your heart, support our mission to spread God's word. There's a link in the comments. No gift's too small. Even a penny can spark hope, can light up someone's darkness. Together we're building a world radiant with God's love, a world where His promises shine through every life. This is your time, your breakthrough, your destiny. Step into it with faith, with courage, with unshakable trust in the God who's never left your side. You're not just dreaming, you're becoming. Let's rise together, let's shine His light, let's claim the life He's promised. Amen.